Let's turn now to Mississippi, where recovery efforts are underway after a powerful tornado devastated parts of Mississippi and also Alabama. At least 26 people were killed in Friday's storm. The EF4 tornado had winds over 166 miles per hour. It flattened buildings and crushed vehicles. President Biden yesterday declared a federal state of emergency, freeing up funds to help with recovery and relief efforts. Joining us now from Silver City, Mississippi, NBC News correspondent Maggie Vespa. Maggie, what is the latest there?
Well, Mika, first and foremost, you can see kind of the status of communities here in Mississippi in and around Silver City. As you know, we've seen many a scene of devastation after a natural disaster, and we pulled up to what used to be a house, basically, and we all just gasped. You can see the kind of cinder block lining of the foundation here. This apparently looks like it used to be the garage of the house. That's a riding lawnmower kind of caught in the middle of a bunch of the debris, but it's just wrecked completely. We haven't seen anybody coming back up to see their property. We've been here for the last couple of days, but people here are just slowly starting to get a grasp of the damage. As you said, brutal weekend of severe weather across the South, starting with Friday's tornado, now deemed an EF4 by the National Weather Service. Winds close to 160 miles per hour on the ground for more than 60 miles across Mississippi into Alabama. Here in Silver City, this little community of just 300 people, about 333 people were killed in this tornado on Friday. The overall death count, as you said, now at least 26. But as we know, search and rescue efforts are ongoing, so that number could rise. Federal officials were on the ground here looking at scenes like this yesterday, kind of getting a scope of the damage to kind of estimate the disaster relief that will be allocated to the hardest hit parts of this region after President Biden, as you said, declared that federal state of emergency. And amid all of this, by the way, the weather just keeps on coming. We had another round of severe storms roll through this area with tornadoes touching down in Alabama last night. And it was just, I can tell you, a chilling round two for people here who are just praying that the weather lets up and that help comes soon. Mika?
NBC's Maggie Vespa, thank you so much. We so greatly appreciate it. Reverend Al, just scenes of heartbreak. I remember post Hurricane Katrina, going over to Mississippi every day. We spent Thanksgiving 2006 in Waveland, a city that was completely wiped off the map. And I'd never seen anything like Waveland before. Again, everything just completely reduced. Hadn't seen anything like that till I saw scenes coming out of a town here that also practically wiped off the map in the poorest part of the poorest state in America. What a tragedy.
No, when you stress that the poorest part of the poorest state, that is what really makes it difficult to see how and how long it will take to rebuild this. I had Congressman Benny Thompson on Politics Nation last night from Mississippi, and much of the damaged area is in his congressional district. And he said, you must remember, these are people that had low income in the beginning, and now the little they had is gone, and you just don't know how the recovery is going to be able to take place and how long it will take. This is the worst you can imagine.
Well, we'll be following the search and recovery efforts and